Well, I'm back and I got a list. What's up, everybody? It's Drew, also known as KUK99, and today I'm back. I'm back on YouTube after I took a little bit of a break. This has been so far the longest process to make this video. That's why it is coming up almost 3 weeks after New Year's. But for the 2010s, I thought about planning to do a top list of KU players throughout the decade. Or because I saw a website did an all-decade team, and I was like, well, there's some guys who I think deserve to be on a list or something. So what I decided, I am going to rank my top 30 KU players of the decade. And it's my personal list. You can leave your opinions of what you guys think should be on, who you think should be on the list or who shouldn't be on this list. But leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, let's get this thing started. So one thing for sure, you can't have a list without honorable mentions. So as I'm looking down at my laptop here, so anytime I look down, there's a laptop because I can't really read off a script. Great, I'm not an actor, but honorable mentions go to, in no particular order, Connor Tehan, Marcus Garrett, Nadir Tharp, Jamari Traylor, Brandon Green, and Tyrell Reed. And I think they'll probably be across here or somewhere in the vicinity. But yeah, those are the honorable mentions. So now let's get on to number 30. In at number 30 is a personal favorite of mine just because I know him recently and just got to see him play and have a better mindset in my mind. But number 30 is Landon Lucas. He started out redshirting his first year and then playing every single season after that, becoming the majority starter for the last 2 seasons of his career. It says it all. And just the workhorse that he was, just trying to be a team player. He averaged 5.1 points per game, 5.6 rebounds a game, and almost a block a game. It's 0.7. But yeah, Lucas deserves all the credit he does. Coming in at number 29 is Cliff Alexander. Cliff could have been ranked higher if he would have stayed, but he still had a great career when he was here. 7.1 points per game, 5.3 rebounds a game, and averaged 1.3 blocks a game. So, I mean, yeah, these numbers are very under average for a KU player that would be considered great. But it's an all-decade team, so you have to think outside of the box a little bit. At number 28 is Josh Selby. Now, Selby had a little bit of a rough start to his career. He was suspended for a majority of the first half of the season. But, I mean, his numbers in some way kind of showed it. Almost averaging 8 points a game. He had 2.2 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and shot around 36% from 3. So it's not bad, but yeah, with a suspending in the early part of the season, if he would have been able to play, I think these numbers would have been better. But, well, at least she made the top 28, in my opinion. Number 27 is a current player. Number 27 is Ochai Agbaji. He was going to redshirt his freshman season. They took off the redshirt after Doak got hurt, and then LaGerald Vick left, all that confusion and all that stuff. But he played, and he actually did not bad. I mean, looking at this, I'm sorry that I keep looking down. Looking at this, 8.5 points a game, over 4.5 rebounds a game, almost an assist a game, getting half a steal a game and half a block a game. That's some pretty good numbers for a freshman that wasn't supposed to play. The thing is, with the current players, I had to contribute their 2018-2019 stats, unless if they were fully, like they had multiple stats, so I went with their career. But mostly for the freshmen, which there are a couple of them that are on here. But for Ochai's sake, I had to take his 2018-2019 stat because, well, 2019-2020 would be the technically next decade. So I took his freshman stats. But he still made the list. He's number 27. Coming in at number 26 is LeGerald Vick. Now, Vick had an interesting career. Didn't get to see much minutes as a freshman. Got some more minutes as a sophomore, and then was getting to see a lot more minutes as a junior, and was a starter and was going to be the leading guy his senior season before his eventual departure and leaving after I believe it was the K-State game last year. Vick averaged 9.4 points a game. He averaged 3.5 rebounds a game, almost an assist and a half a game, and he was not a bad three-point shooter. 40.5% beyond the arc for his career, which is pretty good. And he could have been maybe a Big 12 Player of the Year candidate, but he was not. So, yeah, but he still made the list. Starting the top 25 is Brady Morningstar. Now, hear me out. You're gonna be like, Drew, why'd you put a 9.4 points or 9 point per game player below a 5-point player in Brady Morningstar? Well, here's my thing. It's just the chemistry that Brady had with the teams. He basically had to step out of his shoes and become the starter. Which, it wasn't his first time being like a full-time starter, but he proved his point. But the career numbers don't really show. 5.6 points per game, 2.6 assists a game, 2.3 rebounds a game. But it's his three-point shooting that was like his key to being a success at Kansas. He was a 41.3 3-point percent shooter through his 5 years at KU, because he redshirted his sophomore season, which was the eventual 2008 national championship team. So that's why he's in my top 25.